Hello class, my name is Kevin Mendoza and I am serving as the instructor for servant leadership this week with this discussion video. Servant leadership, the emphasis is embracing compassion, humility, and trust in leadership. The definition of servant leadership is placing the needs of those you serve before your own. The importance of servant leadership is acting with compassion towards those who work with and for you inspires more productive work. Understanding the group of individuals and inspiring them to reach beyond what is expected. The main attributes of servant leadership is listening, importance of listening to the group and understanding other perspectives to achieve collaboration, appreciation, recognizing and understanding the time and effort each member contributes to a project, humility, understanding one's own shortcomings and reaching out to expand one's perspective through others' experiences and knowledge, trust, building trust within the community, allowing followers to rely on your management capabilities and leadership, caring, genuine concern for workers' well-being beyond the scope of work. The essence of servant leadership, selflessness, placing a higher precedence on the interests, aspirations, and needs of others before oneself, supportive role, positioning oneself in a supportive role to subordinate workers, creating a healthier environment for personnel opposed to traditional authority and power, purposeful leadership, encouraging increased autonomy, a sense of freedom, wisdom, and health. Contrasting traditional and servant leadership. Traditional management ensures that manager is heard. This is placing an emphasis on what the directive of each manager is, where servant leadership prioritizes personal needs within leadership serving those needs. A biblical example is Jesus taught his disciples to serve one another, humbling themselves to perform the lowest level tasks for the benefit of others. And this was through Jesus washing the disciples' feet in John 13:4-5. Servant leadership is in information systems. Ethical decision-making framework, integrating the perspectives, considerations, and concerns of all stakeholders. Governance framework, a comprehensive structure meant to influence and guide performance and value, empowering personnel to be confident, overcome adversity, set goals, and exceed expectations. Leading by serving, information systems managers, leading by serving rather than having others serve them. Implementing servant leadership in information systems, interactions and appreciation, setting the stage through interactions and appreciation shown to personnel, responding versus reacting, valuing individuality, offering praise and acknowledgement, empowering and transparency, seeking to understand, empowering others, and maintaining transparency. And then current data within this is 75% of people leave an organization because of their boss. 87% of worldwide workers say their job is more about frustration than fulfillment, and 60% of workers' lives are spent either working or preparing to work. In this area, I kind of went into a personal experience of mine, in which in my current position, I work for a school district, Colton Joint Unified School District, and we actually had a manager that came in and kind of transformed the department, and has been working actively to transform the department since he received his position. And in that, a manager transforming a department within a year through servant leadership, building trust through compassion, communication, initiatives. He engaged in monthly lunches to discuss non-work related issues and build understanding, asking employees about their aspirations and providing opportunities to explore them. With positive outcomes, increased communication, open door policy, and collaborative projects. To expand a little bit on what this manager actually did was he came in and he understood that a lot of people were frustrated in their current roles, not really seeing any movement or any chances for advancement within their current positions. Mainly if you were working within the data sector, you only had one path in which to receive a promotion or to receive better opportunities moving forward, whether that be a database administrator or any other initiatives along that line. For technical support specialists who worked in the field, moving over into the data sphere, just was not possible. What this manager decided to do was he engaged in lunches within different areas of the department, just asking, hey, what type of interest do you have here within the department? Do you want to take on a DBA role in the future? Do you want to take on a networking role in the future? Would you like to maybe do a shadowing program with them 1 or 2 days a week over the summer months when work kind of slows down a little bit, so that you can build an interest and kind of gain a better insight into what everyone in the different department or within the department does. In that, we kind of saw bigger or more fulfillment in one's job because they had something to move towards and they had initiatives that they would like to expand on. So different projects that worked with the networking team, a lot of the technical support staff actually started engaging more with them to understand better what they do in their daily tasks. And in that, it provided an opportunity for advancement that benefited everyone overall and the work environment. Impact on the organizational culture. So this resulted in positive and ethical work environment, creating a supportive, connected, and safe community, encouraging workers to take on bigger and more challenging roles, had a commitment to growth of both the individual and group, reflecting on missteps and seeking to improve leadership style. There was a lot of, how would you say, personal reflection when all of this took place. For myself, working as a technical support specialist and working on projects with the networking team, always had a sense of frustration with them for when I would place a ticket and wouldn't see an instant response, thinking as we're team members and we should work together, why is it taking an hour to receive a response, contacting, and it's affecting my own work life and how I'm perceived by the end users that I'm assisting. In that, having this dialogue and open dialogue, working with them on a daily basis, I saw how often they were pulled aside for emergency situations, that they weren't always accessible, that they weren't always sitting at their desk, that they weren't always able to just drop what they were doing to assist with an end user situation or a situation that involved myself. And I had to kind of take a step back and understand, hey, you know what? We all have our work lives. We all have things that we have priorities of. And so just engaging with these people on a more frequent basis, engaging in lunch, engaging in projects, really helped advance the community, advance a lot of understanding. And I know it wasn't just for myself, it was a lot of the individuals within the department. So with that, I want to just go ahead and do a discussion and reflection and pose a couple of questions out to the group. Have you experienced being a servant leader in your work or personal life? And by that I mean you yourself, whether it's coaching a sports team or engaging as an instructor or a leader of some type in your church. What can you reflect on, expand on servant leadership? In addition, can you provide an example of a servant leader and how they affected you? And that could be, again, in the church, that could be in your professional life, that could be in your personal life, just somebody that you really appreciate the approach that they took as a servant leader. And with that, that concludes my presentation. Look forward to hearing all the responses and hope everybody has a great week. Thank you.